What's going on, everybody? How we doing today? Hope everything's working fine. I had to mess with my microphone a little bit, so it might be a little out of whack, might be a little bit annoying, but we doing okay? I sure hope we're doing all right. Today is going to be a call-in stream, okay? And if you are watching anywhere but YouTube, you're gonna want to go to YouTube and check the link in the description if you want to call in. It's going to be through Discord, okay? Through Discord. So, yeah, that's how you're gonna do it. And I gotta turn on that light. It was unplugged, so I gotta go plug it in and then turn it on. That way, I'm not all yellow and shit like that. But um. Excuse me. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna see how this goes. I used to do these every so often a while ago, but I stopped them for a couple of different reasons. But I figure, you know what? It's been a little while. It's been a little while. There's some new people who tend to watch my stuff, right? So we'll go ahead and we'll do our thing. But just give me one moment. I will fix the lighting, and then I will go ahead and explain how this is gonna work here. One moment, please. Oh man, I feel like that's mad. Yeah. I feel like that's a little bit better. We doing okay. We doing okay. You know. Um. But yeah. So I had originally put out I guess you could say a notification if you want to call it that. I put out this like notification, a tweet. I put out a tweet, and I wanted people to hit me up and ask me, or not ask me, but tell me they want to come on, and then tell me, um, what they want to talk about. All right. And the reason why is because I want to avoid what Otto Infanticide was joking about. I want to avoid people calling in just to be like, yeah, so today I went to Dunkin' Donuts and then I went to work and then I came home. Like I want to avoid that. That's part of the reason why I stopped doing these things a while ago. But I figure it's been enough time and I could go ahead and I could try to do my thing with it. Unfortunately, putting out the call didn't really help, right? I think like one or two people told me they want to come on, and then I haven't heard from those people today. So we're just gonna say screw it. We're gonna go back to the old way. If you feel like jumping in, okay. Excuse me. If you feel like jumping in, okay. What you're gonna do, you're gonna go to the link in the description of the YouTube video, okay. And you're going to jump into the waiting room in my Discord server, okay? The waiting room. And then when it comes time for me to pull you in, I'll pull you into the call, all right? And when you jump into the waiting room, all right, it's one thing if there's like nobody in there and you jump in. It's another thing when there's people in there and you jump in. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into the call order uh channel, and you're going to want to put a 1 or just anything. That way I know what order to take people in. I don't know how this is going to go. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've done one of these, so it wouldn't surprise me if you're not seeing the link in the description. Really? Huh, that's weird. Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. I'll post it in the chat then. I'll post it in the chat. Which that's really weird because oh, yeah, that's really weird then because I posted it in the description when I was setting this up on Streamlabs. So, maybe it just maybe there was an issue of some kind, but regardless, the link is in the chat right now, both on I almost said Twitter, both on Twitch and YouTube. If you feel like jumping in, go ahead. And like I said, you're gonna jump in the waiting room, put a 1 in the call order. That way I know which order to take you in. Other than that, I have no clue if this is going to go the way I want it to, obviously. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I think people were expecting them to be done for a little while, and because of that, they were always kind of ready for one. So for me to just kind of spring one on people with a day's notice, it might not go the way that I was hoping it would. If nobody calls in, that's perfectly fine. We were just going to do a chill stream tonight anyway. This is just kind of my way of having a chill stream that is more than just a chill stream. We'll probably play some AoE. we'll catch up on tank stuff, and I mean we're gonna catch up on some tank stuff, as is. We're gonna do that as is because why not? Um, but yeah, I'm so like I'm exhausted today. I ran 6 miles the last 2 days, so 3 miles a day. My time is awful. My time, my time is awful. I run 3 miles in about 34 to 35 minutes. That is not very. That is it's not very good. It's not very good, right? But hey, it is what it is. You got to start somewhere. I'm noticing the change in my body for sure. I've been noticing. I've been noticing. I've been noticing the difference. I've been noticing the difference, right? It's funny. I almost have like fat abs right now. Like there's still a layer of fat on the upper part of my abdomen, but you can see it taking shape. It's like a funny little thing. Um, uh, Hold on a sec. Somebody just messaged me. Somebody just messaged me. Somebody just fucking messaged me. All right. Allow. All right, I think we're good. And then, yeah. All right. Hello?
Hello?
Yo, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, boss? Sorry, I was just trying to figure out my mic. Can you hear me all good?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
All right, cool. No, yeah, I just moved, so setting up my shit again. But
I got you. So I saw your message in the DM. Obviously I know what you want to talk about, but you might as well ask anything or say anything that you want right now.
honestly, man, like I said in the DM, bro, I'm just curious on like, cause obviously I have friends and like family who are close in my life who wanted me to do it and support it, but as you saw in the DM, I'm a police officer here in Michigan, and I don't know, I just wanted like a gauge people's public perception on us now, because I feel like it's gotten a little better in the last, few years since the Mr. Floyd incident happened. But no, yeah, I don't know. Cause like from my perspective, literally all I do, I go out there. Like last night, I helped an old lady change her tire. You know what I mean? That's all I'm doing. All I do it for, just to help people. But some people will look at me and it's like, oh, what is he racist? What is he? What is he like? Some not cool dude? You know what I mean? I don't know.
No, no, I get what you're saying. Like me personally, I'm sort of like the way I think about the police is more negative, but it's strictly because at the end of the day, the police are an extension of the state. It's not like I
Right.
see individual cops and I'm like that fucking asshole. Like, nah, that's
No.
that's not
Yeah.
how I
Yeah.
view it. Yeah, and I think like it sucks because you are between a rock and a hard place where it's like, okay, what are you going to do? Completely uproot your life to do the right thing? Because let's be honest, there are times where the right thing to do is not always what you're supposed to do according to, like, either the law or your superiors or stuff like that. Like
Right.
you guys are caught between a rock and a hard place, and I get that. Overall, I've never thought the police were like racist. That's never been my
Yeah,
thing.
no, no, yeah. That's just like a funny example I like to bring up, where it's like if you're a cop, you're a presumed racist. It's like, man, I grew up in Gary, Indiana. I was the only white kid in high school. Like, I'm chill, man. I just want to help people, but at the end of the day, I don't care what other people think. You know what I mean? I just want to know, like, what, like I said, what people's opinions on it were, because it's like, I don't know. At the end of the day, like they're paying for me to become a detective, and when I become a detective, I really want to be put on like the sorry, I'm a little drunk. The literally the fucking team that catches pedophiles.
Yeah, yeah. You- you're gonna be streaming. They're gonna put you on the pedophile
They're
catching
gonna give me
stream
a body.
team.
They're gonna give me a body cam, but it's just a GoPro with chat, text to speech.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man.
Yo, guys, should I plant evidence on this guy? Type 1 or 2.
He, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm getting a weird vibe from him. Maybe I should just throw some evidence room cocaine in his pocket real quick.
No, hell yeah, man. I really appreciate the time and whatnot. I'll let you go and do your thing. I got a couple things I gotta go do, but maybe go drunk drive. I'm kidding. But no, man. Hope you have a great night. Great rest of your stream. Love your content, man. Yeah, see you.
Oh yeah, thank you, man. Peace out.
Peace.
Oh, oh, he let himself out. He let himself out. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so that was a really quick one to start off with. But it's like I was saying, if there was nothing huge that was going on tonight, insofar as like people wanting to be in, wanting to call in and stuff like that, I'd just default straight to things like Fish Tank, catching up on some of the stuff that's been going on, and maybe maybe play a game of AOE or something like that. People against the police are probably criminals. Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's not an unfair estimation. That's not an unfair estimation. I'll say that much. However, like you can also be against the police because a lot of cops nowadays are just they're just punching the clock, right? They're just punching the clock, and when some Democrat like mayor is like, "Oh, these people are exercising their free speech, but it's for a conservative value," oh, these people are exercising their right to protest in favor of life. They're exercising their right to voice disapproval about certain policy that I put into place. No, 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 no. We can't have that. You find any way you can to get them out of here, which a lot of the time is quite literally just showing up and being like, "All right, folks, clear out. If you don't, you'll be arrested," because they know that um, it's extremely extremely hard to like get any kind of court case to go forward against a police office, right? Against a police department, against a state or a city or whatever. It's very difficult. So they're literally willing to violate your rights in hopes that you either a will not do anything about it, which is what happens a lot of the time. That's what happened in 2013 with or was it 2014? I'm pretty fuck. Why am I confused about this? I'm pretty sure it was 24. Pretty sure it was 20. No, it was 20. It was 2013. I remember that because the Boston bombing occurred, and then I had my prom like 2 months later, practically around the corner from where that happened. Um, uh, when the Boston bombing happened, though, they shut down entire cities. They said, "Don't come out of your fucking house," and everybody was just like, all right, I guess we won't." Now the issue is that is a gigantic, gigantic, gigantic violation of people's not just constitutional but also human rights in the most general sense. Free movement, being able to leave your house and go places, is a human right. It's not just a constitutional right; it's a human right, right? And it was violated 1,000 times, thousands of times, and nobody made a meaningful attempt to be like, "Nah, fuck that, I'm going somewhere." Because in order for them to have actually had a court case, what would have happened is they would have had to leave their houses, walked outside, had guns aimed at them, and then be taken into custody or shot. So it's a situation where the guys with the guns know that they can literally use loopholes and little not terminology, little maneuvers and shit like that. They can use loopholes and maneuvers in order to avoid any kind of like backlash that they rightfully deserve. And that's what I saw. I was talking a little bit a stream or two ago about how I'm almost I don't hope. I'm not going to say I hope, but uh I'm wondering if there's street battles that are going to come back. You guys remember like the Battle of Berkeley? You guys remember that with Antifa and a bunch of right wingers, and Antifa got fucked up. Those happened for like years, and then they went away for a couple of different reasons. And I'm wondering if they might end up coming back because chances are there's going to be some kind of street level left wing opposition that gets big because Trump's a dictator, right? You're going to have something like that somewhere. Maybe not everywhere, but maybe in like New York City and Berkeley, California, Los Angeles, that kind of thing. Liberal strongholds that are like completely uncontested, but they're like I used to watch those years ago because, of course, they're fucking entertaining. And I used to always, 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 always see the cops they'd handle Antifa with kid gloves. And I don't just mean like, oh, they'd get arrested, but then they'd be set free. No, I mean literally like the cops would allow themselves to be bullied by Antifa, and then they'd go over to the right wingers, regardless of what kind of right wing they were, whether they were whoa super turbo Nazis or if they were just like run of the mill conservative, like mom and dad doesn't want their kid to be taught about butt sex types of people, right? Um, it doesn't matter. They would walk over and they would be absolutely nasty. They would absolutely positively refuse to help people who needed help. They would refuse to enforce the law. They would allow assault and battery to take place so long it was Antifa assaulting and battering the conservatives. And as soon as the conservatives turned around and said fuck this, as soon as I started doing that, that's when the cops would jump into action. So like that dude, I'm sure he's a nice guy, you know, and he's trying to take a certain career path, which I think will be good for him in a bunch of different ways, right? A bunch of different ways. But when it comes to a lot of beat cops, yeah, I don't really trust those guys after seeing what happened with Antifa and right wingers, you know, boxing it out in the streets, and after what happened with COVID, and honestly, just my own personal experiences. I haven't had anything too insane, too crazy. I haven't had anything too crazy go down, but there's been small moments in my life where it's like I'm 14 years old and the cop is saying he's gonna let a dog eat me alive type shit. Where it's like, oh, all right, that's pretty fucking weird. You mean the canine that you train to try and stop crime, you're gonna sick it on me because I saw you and I decided to run because I was climbing a fence? That's a little bit weird, man. You know, there's heroin dealers in this town that I'm sure you're aware of that you're probably not doing anything about, right? You ain't doing shit. But the 14-year-old kid who's hopping a fence is oh man, oh, you know, it's because it was on like school property or some shit like that, you know, that type of shit. Excuse me. Mostly peaceful terrorists, probably funded by China or Russia. You know, I'm sure there's foreign funding involved. I'm sure there's foreign funding involved. And no, I don't just mean Soros, George Soros. Oh man, he definitely was funding stuff. You know, he definitely was funding stuff. Um, I didn't personally take part in any of that shit though. I didn't personally take part in any of that shit, but I did talk to people every now and again who took part in that shit, meaning the like 2016 through 2020 um street battles era of American politics, right? I used to talk to people every now and again. And I came into contact with this one guy who showed me screenshots of a group chat on Telegram saying that they wanted to take down a local Christopher Columbus statue in the North End. I believe it was a Columbus statue. And they ended up talking in a way that was really spooky. I'm just going to say that. They said, money isn't an issue, we have funding. I remember something like that. And that was like a whoa moment, like a whoa kind of moment. Because it's like, yeah, like anybody could have funding if you turn out your pockets and everybody tosses in $5, right? And it is just a statue, so like how much money do you need? But like the fact, like, I obviously don't remember every little piece of the conversation that I saw, and it was only like two or three screenshots. But um, I remember just like I just remember the way this person who was clearly a leader in that little group was talking. It was like, whoa, you know, this dude that I was talking to, he was somebody that I became acquainted with, you know, just over the internet and in chat rooms, Discord servers and shit like that. He groomed me. He groomed me. No, jokes aside, you know, I used to ask him because I was interested in like all the shit, and I was like, hey, like, so what's going on lately? And he's like, oh, this. Um, it was very clearly like there was a leader in that little Telegram group that he had infiltrated, and you know, he was trying his best to uh, suss out who was who. You know, I don't know whatever came of that, but that was like a whoa moment. You know, but anyway, we do have somebody in the. I ate dinner tonight, and it was curry goat, and I ate a ton of it. I ate a ton of it. So I'm burping that shit back up. But oh man, what the hell? Oh dude, I was just about to pull him in. Whatever. Anyway, a dude jumped into the waiting room and then he jumped out literally as I was hovering over him to pull him in. But anyway, now is a good time to say I'm going to be streaming for the what am I going to be streaming for? I'm going to be streaming for the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight on the 15th, which is this Friday. That also happens to be my birthday. So I guess it's going to be a 2-for-1 stream. It's going to be a Mike Tyson Jake Paul birthday stream, I guess. So just, you know, be ready for that. I'm going to figure out exactly what time it's going down, and you know, we'll go ahead and we'll run it. I would assume it's going to be later in the night because I mean, you know, it is a Friday and it is a pretty big card. So we'll go ahead and do our thing. And then there's a potential that I will also end up doing there's a potential that I will also end up doing a what's it called? Oh yeah, a stream on there we go. There's also a potential that I'll be doing a stream on Saturday as well for John Jones versus Stipe. Yo, what's going on?
Hello.
Hello. How's it going, man?
Hi. I'm alright. Can you hear me properly?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm nervous. Nervous, you know?
That's all right, man. You're all good.
I wanted to ask you, you know, do you think that Shavkat will win Usman? Because, you know, I was sure that he will beat Bilal, but Usman is a very scary black man, you know, and I want Shavkat to win. Do you think he can pull it out? You know, pull a win?
Who's he fighting?
Kamar Usman, Shavkat Rakhmonov
Oh,
versus Usman for intermin what time title. Sorry.
yeah. I think he could. I think he could probably win that. I don't know too much about Shavkat, but I do know he's kind of on his way up, and Kamaru Usman is on his way down, and he's also got that he's got that combat sambo background, which is good because you know there's few places in the world that have grappling that's as good as America's, specifically wrestling, right? Um, and Russia, you know, former Soviet states, former Eastern Bloc states, are definitely one of those areas. You know, so like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because what makes Usman dangerous is really his wrestling. He's not that good of a striker. People kind of give him more credit for striking than he kind of deserves. Um, but like his wrestling is what makes him dangerous, and I think that Shavkat could probably use his sambo to really negate anything that Usman has, and then he could also probably beat him on the feet too.
It's very interesting position. Thank you. And I wanted to ask, like, you know, I wanted to go like some mixed martial arts, yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to ask, like, I live in Russia, and I thought, you know, like the jiu-jitsu Brazilian, I thought maybe I should go to Samba, you know, it's home of Samba. I thought there could be good trainers here, better than like Muay Thai or kickboxing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, if you live in Russia, sambo is definitely a good option for you, you know, because you don't really have that out west, so you kind of have to deal with Brazilian jiu-jitsu. You don't even have like adult wrestling. You don't really have adult wrestling like that. We do folk style um from, you know, when we're kids all the way up until college, and then after that it's like, all right, you're either going to the Olympics or you just, you know, you're hanging it up. But like not only do you guys have a lot of sambo over there, but it's also where it was created. So I don't think you can get better sambo training than where you're at. So I think you would
Mhm.
definitely be making a good choice going the sambo route, you know?
And so it's good martial arts, yeah?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
Oh, thank you. And I want to ask you, as MMA fan, yeah, that there's like Khabib, Islam Makhachev. I mean, they are good fighters, but I want to ask your opinion on that. But they're like, but basically ISIS, radical Muslims.
Yeah,
Do you
when
care about it?
when it comes to Habib and Islam, they're both extremely talented. I do think Habib is overrated. I think Islam has the potential to be better than Habib, if I'm being honest. If he isn't already. Um, Habib was very selective about who he fought and when, and Islam is he's a little bit more willing to take challenges and stuff like that. So like I kind of I like Islam Makhachev for the most part. But yeah, like that is one thing that I do find annoying. Not from them personally, but it's more like the people who surround them. It's or not surround them, but the people who are fans of him. There's a lot of Muslim fans of the Dagestanis and stuff like that, and it's just it's annoying because like Habib wins a fight and then some random asshole in the middle of the desert somewhere is like, oh, Allah, Allah, Allah. Like he starts
Yeah, yeah.
talking all about how like death to the infidels type shit, and it's
Mm-hmm.
that's annoying. But like I do kind of have a certain respect for them because they seem to be like men who are like really like about that. But overall, like as a Christian, I obviously can't condone Muslim teachings and stuff like that. It's more just man to man. There's a certain respect and admiration that I do have for them as dudes that are like win, lose, or draw. Whether I look like the good guy or the bad guy, I am a Muslim, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's a good position.
Yeah, yeah.
And but there's like Sharabulit, Sharabutinov. He's not that radical, he's just a Muslim. He's he doesn't hate Russia like they really hate Russia. No, no, not exactly Islam or Habib, but they're like I forgot the word, but they want independence of Dagestan from Russia.
Mm.
It's so I think all right. I think I don't want to take Efir TV time, so I think I'll go. Thank you for answering my questions. I'm a fan. You're very funny guy. I love when you're on fish tank.
Thank you, man.
You're underrated, really.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy Fish Tank. Whether I'm on it or off it. That's really cool
Yeah.
to see people around the world watching Fish Tank. I'll have to tell Jet and Ben and Sam about that.
All right. Thank you, man. Well, thank you, man. Bye.
Oh yeah, peace out.
Thanks for the talk.
That's really cool, man. It's I saw the Russian letters and I was like, oh, this is probably just some guy who ran a sentence or a couple of words through a translator and then made it his Discord name. But no, he's actually Russian. That's pretty crazy. It was a little hard to understand, but like he spoke good enough English that I could suss out some of it, but I didn't quite understand the last question. I didn't realize that at all about Habib and Islam, where they were like, Dagestani independence people. I really don't know much about that, so I don't even know if I could comment on that. I don't see Russia as some kind of gigantic enemy like a lot of liberals, like a lot of demon craps do, right? I think Russia is just a country, just like we're just a country, and we're trying to do our own thing. But anyway, so we got a couple more people in the waiting room. I'm gonna pull the next one in now. Hello.
Hey, how are you? You hear me?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Hey, I'm good.
Hell yeah. Got something you want to talk about?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Oh, hey, yeah, I just wanted to, I was gonna ask him, like I'm working, like, I don't know, it's like, I was gonna ask him because, like, I'm, like, working 2 jobs right now. Like, I'm, like, doing pretty good. But, like, it's crazy. Like, it's so funny. Like, whenever, I just want to ask him, like, whenever winter comes, like, bro, like, I have no idea what to do. I have no idea what to do with myself, like, at night. Like, I travel a lot for work. And, like, bro, I'm, like, so go, go, go. And then at night, like, I just, like, don't want to do anything. Like, I want to, like, I don't even know how to fucking describe it, man. Am I making sense?
Yeah, I think I get what you're saying. You have 2 jobs, and either A, you don't have the time, or B, you don't have the energy
Nah,
to.
no, it's not even that. It's not even that. It's like then I just can't wind down. You know what I mean? Like night comes, like it's winter right now.
Oh, I
Like I'm in
see.
the Northeast, and like, bro, I was just gonna ask him like, what do you do to like wind down? Because like I'm someone who's like go go go, like trying to get shit done. Like I have like I have like 2 jobs. I have like a personal project I'm working on. Like I'm like want to start a business in like a couple months, like when spring hits, and it's just like um I'm just trying to see like how can I wind down because like I'm someone who like bro I just can't wind down. Like I'm not on any like fucking drugs or anything. I just drink 2 cups of coffee in the morning. You know what I mean? I'm just like I just want to see what he had to say. I thought it would be an interesting question.
Yeah. I mean, I'm but by the way, I'm he as well. I don't know if you realize it. I'm Scott, but
No. Oh really? Oh
yeah,
okay. I don't know.
yeah. Anyway, you sound similar to me. I have a million things going on at any given time, to the point where I don't have days off. It's just days with
Why
less stuff
why you
going on.
think why you think I'm asking you, dude?
Yeah. And it it's tough because like I don't have anything specifically that's like, oh yes, like I'm like this always 100% of the time works for me, but um
That's
I'll
what I'm trying to
I'll
avoid.
I'll force myself, right, to stop doing whatever it is I have to do in order to get sleep. And
Yeah.
like when I do that, it's usually I'm like, okay, fuck it, I gotta play some video games right now, or I gotta hurry up and relax.
Yeah.
I might hop in bed, watch a movie, like not like, oh, it's time to go to sleep, let's throw a movie on. Like literally like, okay, it's about an hour until I got to go to sleep. Let's throw a movie on, get through as much of it as I can, and then an hour from now, I'll like, I'll just try and sleep. Because me personally, like, um, my part of my issue is that when I go, I don't stop. It's just like
Yeah.
I can keep going forever and ever and ever. Even during blood games, I was there till like 2, 3 a.m. sometimes, just
Yeah,
because it.
I respect the work you guys put on that show. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was insane. Everybody worked so hard. But
Yeah.
yeah, like that's why when I was there, I was always out there. I was always doing something. I was always moving around, and like I was always down to do shit at night, is because I'm just like the stamina that I have for stuff like that is crazy. And I've found that like a lot of the time I have to give myself permission, or more so just like force myself to relax via an activity that is actually going to allow me to sit still and feel tired eventually, you
You
know?
you have guilt about that? You ever have guilt about that? Like not going like 100%, like making use of your time. Like you have that neurotic type feeling. I'm asking you if you have that because I think that's where I'm at right now.
Oh yeah, that's 100% me. Even right now, like I'm fortunate enough, unfortunate that I'm fucked up, but like the upside of me having a fucked up shoulder right now is that I have so much time to work on all this stuff. And
Yeah.
my expectation of the work that I put in is that there's going to be like legitimate, like immediate, gigantic results. That's
Right.
yeah, which is kind of unrealistic. I've been
Right.
off work for like a month and a half or so at this point, and
Oh, for real?
yeah, and I've been using the time decently wisely, but because I'm not a trillionaire yet, I'm like, dude, I
Yeah,
got to do more. I got to do more. But like, I have
I
to kind
know.
of bring myself down and be like, yo, like I'm doing enough. I'm doing as much as I
Like,
need to
bro,
do.
like you're from like Mass, Rhode Island, like Northeast, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like, dude, like I think that's just that area. I'm from Long Island personally, but it's like that same mindset, like fucking either you're working and making money or you're a bum. You know what I mean? I think you guys got that up there too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you feel that?
yeah, yeah. I think it comes with being high strung. You know, we're high strung,
Yeah,
so we're a
yeah,
little
yeah.
more rough around the edges, but also it's like when it comes time to do something, we don't fuck around. That's literally like
Nah,
if you go to warmer climates, they're just like loosey goosey. Like the further
that
south you
like
get,
Thailand's like that.
oh yeah, like if you
Yeah,
go,
like it's too damn hot.
yeah, you go further and further south, and it's like you go to a restaurant in New England, you know, Northeast,
Yeah,
and you're there for like 45 minutes tops. You go to one in Florida, you're there for an hour. You go to one in Brazil, it's
yeah.
like an hour passes, and then they finally bring you your food type
You're they're
shit.
on island time down
Exactly,
there. They're
exactly.
chilling, and it's like both. It's so funny because like my one job is like super high strung. My other job is like not at all, and it's
Mm,
just like I mean I like them both, but it's just like because like yeah you nailed it like I definitely am really high strung like my whole family's really like that as well like just everyone I know and it's just like I don't know like because you know what I was gonna get into too like what I really think my problem is just like I try to watch like at night like I really you know it's dark out I don't want to go anywhere I don't want to do anything and it's like bro like I get so into like watching a movie or playing a game I look at the clock it's fucking 2 in the morning and like it's just like I'm just like, it doesn't. This doesn't happen all the time, thank God, but it happens enough that it's a problem. You know what I mean? That's my. I think that's my main thing. Really getting to it.
yeah, yeah. No, and that happens
That
with me
happened to you?
sometimes too. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do that thing where it's like, oh, it's 8:55. I'll go till 9, and then I'll look at the clock. It's 9:01. Oh, well, you know, there's no, you know, might as well go till 9:10, and then it just
Yeah.
keeps on going and going and going.
Yeah. Like that's why I'm trying to find a way. Like I'm trying to like get into like reading like physical books and like things like that, just
Mm.
because it's like less. Um, because like I thought saw you playing like Oblivion and shit. Like that game, that game will like suck you in pretty bad. You know what I mean? Especially if you're trying to go to bed at a certain time.
Oh yeah, yeah, it will, and that's like that's not a bad idea. Is like books and like I used to do crossword puzzles or like word searches and shit like that.
Okay.
I did it to help with like anxiety and shit like that. Yeah, I was all fucked up because of years of smoking weed. It just fucked me up, and
Oh man.
I kind of had to come down from that weed induced stupor, and it, like it had that effect of kind of like uh, just kind of helping me do that, and that also will help with like having to sleep and stuff like that too. You know.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm really trying to do. I mean, I think that's really what my question is because like I don't know, I try to talk to like people in my life about this and see what they do and it's just like I don't know, a lot of them don't have it figured out. Like a lot of people like I'm 26. I think you're what are you like did you say you're 29, 30? I don't really remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 30 soon.
Okay. Okay. But I guess like we're kind of in a similar age. Like a lot of guys my age, younger, like they don't really have it figured out yet. Like they don't have it dialed in terms of like you know I haven't met anyone who had like a really good answer to this. Maybe I'm like overthinking it. Maybe it's not as much of a problem as it is. But it's just like I don't know. I just don't want to be that guy who's just like fucking on Twitter till fucking 2 in the morning. I think of that. I like even me admitting that makes me want to like blow my brains out. Like I hate admitting that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, I have a problem with Twitter too, you know. I used to use other sites like meme sites and shit like that, and then I got a
Yeah.
Twitter trying to be Mr. E-boy and now I can't stop it. Yeah,
Bro,
it's
I just lurk. I can't imagine what it's like if you have a brand or whatever. That sucks.
Yeah, yeah, it is what it is. It's not that bad, but what's bad about
No.
it is it's a time waster, and
Yeah.
it's I waste too much time with it. I'll tweet like way too much. I'll send a tweet, and then 5 minutes later, like another thought will come into my head, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll tweet. Oh no, I just sent a tweet 5 minutes ago. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure there's people who've muted me specifically because they're like, yo, I just see too many of his tweets. You know?
That's funny.
Yeah.
But are we? What's going on? Are we live right now? I've no idea.
Oh yeah, no, we're live. We're live right now. We're
Oh
live
shit.
on Twitter,
Okay.
YouTube, Twitch.
I'm just an idiot. I'm just an idiot with technology, so forgive me.
Nah, you're fine, man.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm thinking like, I don't know. I just hate. That's another thing. It's like me and you both are pretty high strung people. Like I had my even when I was a little kid, my grandma used to be like, "You carry the world on your shoulders. Like you're always like fucking trying to figure something out or like scheming or like worried about something." It's like, nah, dude, you need to like learn to relax. Like I don't know. I don't know what to do
Yeah.
and not waste time. It's just I don't know. Like I try my best. Like I remember you talking about like I'm Irish Catholic too. Like I try to pray. That shit helps a lot for sure. Um, like that shit helps a lot for sure, man. Just like praying and just like praying before you go to bed, doing the rosary, all that stuff, reading the Bible, like um
Mm.
penning through like Proverbs and stuff. Like that's my favorite book of the Bible, just because it's like you can kind of pick it up and look through and find, and like every time you read it, you like find a new section that's like cool. Like, oh, okay, I didn't read that. I didn't see that the first time around. 'Cause it's like so dense. Are you familiar with what I'm talking about, or am I going over your head?
No, no, I know what you're talking about. I'm not like a biblical scholar or anything like that, but I am aware of what Proverbs is, and yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
know about the
Proverbs, it's
rosary and
like the
everything.
right. The Proverbs is like the quotes though. That's like what I recommend people like, even if you're not religious, just like skim through that a little bit. Just skim
Mm.
through some of the passages in that. It's like always something cool in there that you're like, oh shit, that's smart.
Oh yeah, yeah, and
Always something
that's
cool.
you know that's it sounds like you already got it figured out then, and you're probably just overthinking it a
Nah,
little bit.
nah, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Well,
I
I
gotta
mean,
be humble. Like,
no, I mean, you know, you just got to keep working then until you get a system figured out, you know. But like, I
yeah,
think it's part of growing up is
yeah,
you know is like you stay up too late, you know, you don't get enough sleep, stuff like that. I'm not saying it's a good thing. Like obviously, it's not a good problem to have, but it is a problem that I think a lot of people have, and it's something that everybody just has to excuse me, it's something everybody has to work to get through, you know, and everybody's going to find their own solutions, and they're going to find them at their own pace, you know, and you seem like you're on the right path if that's how you're you know, if that's how you're handling it.
I don't know. It don't doesn't. I'm sorry. It doesn't always manifest itself as that way. It's like one out of three times I'll do that, and then two out of three I'm on Twitter. I'm on watching some fucking dumbass YouTube video till way too late.
Mm.
So
Well,
you
yeah,
know,
just because you got it figured out doesn't mean you're not going to make mistakes, you know.
that's right.
Doesn't
That's
mean
right.
you're not going to have days where you're just like but I want to maybe there's a tweet on Twitter that's going to change my life, you know, like
Yeah.
it's it's a battle, you know, it's a battle that's
Yeah.
never over. It might get easier as time goes on because your biological clock changes. You know, I remember when my parents could stay up past 7 p.m. Now they're fast asleep at that point. But you know,
Yeah.
overall, like it's a constant battle, you know, between like right and wrong, whether it's like objective right or wrong, or if it's like, hey, the right thing for me to do for me would be to go to sleep early tonight, but I don't
Yeah.
want to, but I have to, but maybe I can stay up a little later, but I shouldn't, you know. It's that constant
Right.
battle. As cringe as cringe as it is, there really are two wolves inside of you, you know.
That's right. You ever see the one where it's like with the sleeping hats on? It's like Hong Shu or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm talking about? Or am I sounding crazy?
The
You ever see that
Xiao Hong
one?
Shu thing. The
Nah,
the the five-ish AI thing is that what you're talking about?
nah, it's okay. It doesn't need to be explained. I don't need to be explaining memes on here.
All right. Well, with
All right,
that
bro.
said, was there anything else you wanted to say?
Nah, man, I don't want to hog up the chat here. Thank you so much, man. Have a great night.
Oh yeah, no problem. Good luck, man.
Thanks, Ito.
Nice guy. Nice guy. Yeah, I mean, like this is if you're in the waiting room right now, by the way, we do have one person in the waiting room. I'm about to go on a small tangent. Don't leave. I am gonna pull you in right after. It's not even gonna take 5 minutes, but that's something a lot of people don't understand about a lot of different things, including Christianity, is that it's not I am saved, I accepted Christ into my heart, therefore I am perfect or I have to be perfect. You're gonna continue to fuck up. That's the entire basis of Christ's sacrifice, right? It wasn't just he sacrificed himself for the sins of man. He absolved man of their sin, right? Like it's not just people born before Christ and then alive during Christ's time. It was all of humanity the entire time from Adam and Eve all the way up to now here, Scott Sullivan, right? And you should try your best to avoid making decisions that are bad, that are sinful, that do harm to other people and things like that. You should avoid that, and not only should you avoid it, you should make it a point to try and avoid it. It's not just like eating cookies, like when you're on a diet, you see some cookies and you're like, ooh, no, like you should have it in your head to some degree. Okay, I'm on a diet, no cookies, no cookies, no cookies, no cookies, right? You should have a piece of your psyche, if you will, that is vigilant, that is always vigilant, right? That's always looking out. And it's what I'm trying to explain is it's sounding a little bit weird because it's sounding like I'm telling you that you should always be like, oh, oh, right? That's not what I mean. What I really mean is you should come to terms with the fact that you are a sinner. I've come to terms with the fact that I'm a sinner. I don't consider myself to be a good person, and I don't say that in some weird like Socratic like, yeah, the only reason I'm wise is because I know I'm not wise. That's not what it is. Like I am a sinner, hands down. Bottom line, it ends there. That's it, right? Um, and because of that, I have to be aware of the ways that I am going to sin, right? I am a sinful man, and I have specific ways that I kind of lean into when it comes to that sin. There's certain things that appeal to me, just like there's certain things that appeal to other people. Some people, they get really, really excited by stealing things, so they steal. Uh, some people get excited by drinking and smoking a ton, which that's gluttonous. That's gluttony, right? That is a sin. Um, so on and so forth. There's a million and one ways that you could sin. There's a million and one ways that you could fall into that. And everybody, just like in alcohol, everybody has their favorite, right? Um, and you have to be aware of those pieces of yourself, and you have to be ever vigilant. You have to be ever vigilant to make sure that you don't fall into that. And when you do fall into that, it doesn't mean that you're the worst person ever and that you're going straight to hell. It just means that you failed in that way, and you need to repent to God, and then you also have to try and make amends with whoever you hurt, assuming you hurt somebody, which a lot of the time you did hurt somebody. You know, it's very rare. It's very rare that sin ever only affects you. That's one of the lies that we have been fed today by this libertine, like, bullshit modern culture is the belief that, like, if a girl is sleeping around, well, it only affects her. And it's like, well, actually, no. Your mom and your dad wouldn't like to know that you're sleeping around. There's definitely a guy out there that is attracted to you that has to sit here and watch the girl that he was absolutely positively sure he was going to make into his wife be used as a cock sleeve. you know, and it's also hurting the guys that you fuck too, because you never know what kind of weird shit you're going to be offloading onto them, whether it's an STD or if it's your mommy and daddy issues and shit like that, whatever it happens to be. You know, there's so many things out there that we've been conditioned to believe don't hurt anybody, but really it does hurt a lot of people. We've just been conditioned to fucking ignore it and drown out anybody who's like, wow, I wish my daughter wasn't fucking 5 dudes a week, you know? But anyway, with that said, we're going to pull the next person in. Hello? What's going on, Richie,
Hey,
by the way? Sorry about that. I was saying hello to someone in chat. What's going on, man?
hey, can you hear me? What's up, buddy?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, man. I kind of was gonna just come on here to talk about Fish Tank, but that guy before me, I don't exactly know how to follow that. It seemed quite serious. You know, I don't want to sort of shit up the vibe by like, uh, turning this into something funny when it's supposed to be something serious. You know, if it's all right.
No, man, talk about whatever you want. It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like that last guy sort of you could kind of copy and paste what he said in his life onto mine, and it just kind of got me thinking, you know,
Yeah.
about what I've been doing in my life. Uh, he talked about like, you know, what to do at night and things like that, and I have the same struggles too. Uh, I think it's the people that you surround yourself with, right? Recently, I had a good friend of mine. I had to cut off because we just had really conflicting differences. We would just go out drinking and get crazy and like stuff like that, and it all kind of came to a head on Halloween a couple weeks ago. And we just had this conversation on text, basically, where it's just like, he stopped by my house the morning after, basically, and said like, "Hey, man, like, I, I don't, I don't think it's really healthy for us to be hanging out, you know, a whole lot anymore." And I kind of agreed with him. Uh, um, and that's a lot to do with like, you know, who you surround yourself with, I guess. I wasn't really ready for this. I'm sorry, but that's kind of what I'm going through right now. What do you have any sort of advice, like, because that was one of my only friends, right? That's one of the only guys, and it's sad to say, right? Because like the only guy I used to sort of like go and hang out with, like the bros, you know what I mean? Like we're drinking buddies, you know, and I'm kind of trying to get out of that in my life, you know, because I'm sort of moving on, and I'm sort of trying to get to a higher level than just like, you know, going out and getting fucked up and trying to show out for the boys and stuff like that. Um,
How old are you?
um, I I'm in my mid-20s.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people have that. I had an issue with that too. You know, it was like late teens, early 20s. I started hanging out with dudes that were also in their late teens, early 20s, and you know, I didn't drink a ton, but I spent a lot of time smoking weed, and like you know, a disgusting amount of weed. And it wasn't just me that was being held back. I was also holding my friends back. There was one guy in particular. He actually follows me on Instagram now. He just happened to find my account. He was a plumber, and he was making dog shit money because he was an apprentice for like a lot longer than he needed to be. He never went through the process, excuse me, to like join the union that he was planning on joining, and he never bothered to like, you know, I don't know exactly what the process is, but he just never bothered to go through with that process. And it's because it's not like we held guns to each other's heads or anything like that, but you know, we would be hitting each other up saying, "Yo, let's smoke, let's smoke, let's smoke, let's smoke." And because of that, I'd skip out on training a lot. You know, and he'd not do what he needed to do. And it's you know, it's every like everybody has to kind of go through a metamorphosis where they realize that having friends that you hang out with every day, or having friends that you see like even every weekend, or friends that you drink with and all this other stuff, like that's kind of a child thing. Like obviously having friends, there's no issue with that. But it's what type of friends you have. You know, are they friends that you're just constantly like going and getting shitted with? How often do you see them? What is the context that you speak to each other in? You know, what's the context you hang out with each other? I have friends, but they're all scattered across the country right now. And whenever they visit here, or if I happen to be out in their area, we'll grab some food and we'll catch up and stuff like that. But it's nothing like the friends that I had when I first turned 18, where it's you know, every day without fail, they knew I'd get out of the gym at like 6 or 7 p.m. They'd text me then, I'd go straight there. Either that, or I might just be bored during the day and I'm like, oh, yo, what are you up to? And they'd be like, come through at like 3 p.m. and then I'd skip the gym. Um, I think what you're going through is a natural evolution that every guy has to go through, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I think it's good that both of you kind of have that revelation. And I think it means two things. One, it means that there's no hard feelings there, and two, it means that I don't know, maybe you guys could potentially still be pals, just not in the way that you were before. You know, no more going out drinking hard and shit like that. Just you know, um, getting lunch every now and again, catching up with each other, you know, playing video games with each other and shit like that. So overall, I don't think there's anything wrong with what's going on between you guys, because I had to have that happen. And when I got away from those guys, and I would assume when they got away from me too, because like I said, I don't want it to seem like it's just a one-sided thing. I was an idiot too. My life improved, and I would assume their lives improved too. So you're making the right choice. You know, I know it sucks. Sometimes you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, man, I remember this time and that time. But you're definitely making the right choice from the sound of it.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, and you know, me being in my mid 20s, I think there really is sort of an issue with a sort of arrested development uh, in the country as a whole. Um, I think there's sort of an issue with people not realizing that, and some in some unfortunate cases, a lot of the times it's like too late for people. You know, they reach their like mid 30s, early 30s, mid 30s, you know, whatever, and then they realize, oh shit, I can't smoke weed all day anymore. Oh shit, I can't drink it all day anymore, and sip beers and drink natty lights and stuff like that. Um, and I'm glad that I'm sort of learning that now, and that's that's not going to be me, and I don't want that to be me, and I'm glad that's sort of manifesting itself through this sort of thing. And that's sort of what I took away from that situation. And yeah, of course, there's no hard feelings. You know, that last interaction I had with my aforementioned friend, you know, we basically said to each other, you know, I love you as a brother, right? But we can't, you know, we've been friends for since high school and stuff like that. You know, we basically said to each other, you know, we love each other as brothers, right? But we can't keep doing this. You know, he has a fiance, and you know, his fiance doesn't particularly like me that much, so I can't really come around his house a whole lot. So we got to go and do other stuff. So that kind of makes it hard. It kind of narrows down the aspects of what we can really do. So it's either, you know, we go out to a restaurant, and that inevitably ends up with us kind of drinking or whatever. But you know, it doesn't have to always be like that, and it's a tough thing, man. It's a tough thing. Um, but I hope that's not too much word salad for you. But
No, no.
yeah, yeah,
I get what you're
I
saying.
really do appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem, man. And I get what you're saying, you know, and I think I think it's a problem for everybody. With guys, it's kind of understood to be like a loser thing. If you're in your 30s and you're still hanging out with the boys, you're still going to the bar and shit like that. Like not it's not that having friends in your 30s is, but it's kind of understood that like a man isn't meant to have dudes that it's like, oh yeah, like it can be a couple of different things. Either one, it's like this weird shadow of masculinity soy thing where like there's this one picture I found on iFunny a while ago. I showed it on here where there's these three dudes that like they're clearly in their late 30s, early 40s, and they're having a sleepover and they're laying on the ground of their buddy's like living room and they have pizza and they're like practically fucking cuddling. They're like mad close to each other, and it's like the caption was my husband had a sleepover for the Thursday night football game. That was like that all hope is lost for those guys. But then there's also the flip side of it where it's like again every night or even every Friday and Saturday night you have to go to the bar and see the boys, you know, like it's a never-ending season of Cheers or something like that. It's understood that that's like a weird thing for men to be doing, but like the other side of it is women. Uh, you got to be really careful with women who have friends, right? Because like I just everything is a decision by committee, and the friends, no matter how nice they seem, they're always going to be talking shit about you behind their back, behind your back, excuse me. So it's like a weird situation where you called it arrested development, and yeah, it's like 100% true. You know, it used to be that like guys and girls realized that they had to slowly kind of break away from the social groups that they formed in high school, college, or whatever came after that, so that they can actually be a part of a family unit. But now you have women who are like, oh, you're gonna get married to me and all my friends, you know, and it's stupid as hell. Or like even her family, like if she's too attached to her family, that's kind of like the other version of that still having friends thing where it's like, yo, why do you have to call your mom every single day? Like knock it off, you know. um and it's just it's tough for people to break out of that sort of thing because it's there's like having friends is viewed as a good thing, and it is a good thing, don't get me wrong, but the types of relationships that these people, whether it's men or women, are forming with these people are toxic. They're not good relationships to have. So when you attack those toxic relationships, they're gonna get defensive, the ego is gonna kick up, and they're gonna be like, what, I'm not allowed to have friends? That's real controlling of you. Oh, you must be real fun at parties. You have no friends. And it's like, no, I just have shit to, I just have shit to do, and so do my boys, you know. If you're constantly hanging out with your friends every day or every weekend or anything like that, it means you don't have anything better going on. You have all that time to hang out with your buddies. Like get your bread up, do something else, you know.
I agree, and yeah, that example, that iFunny example that you mentioned, is quite extreme. That's quite cringe.
Oh yeah.
I actually, I actually finished some schoolwork up before I came on here. I saw you were streaming, and I have to say, since that meeting between that friend and I, since November 1st, that day after Halloween, uh, my drinking has stopped. You said when you stopped hanging out with those people, your life got markedly better. I've noticed my drinking habits have stopped. I've noticed me going out to the bar has stopped. I've noticed a lot of these habits have stopped. So my compunctions about this person being an enabler, being not very good to be around, have sort of been vindicated. And I'm sort of coming to realize that, of course we're still friends. Of course I'll still keep up with them, but uh, I really do give credence to what you just said. I think a lot of it is who you surround yourself with. Really, basically, is the company you keep is who you are, essentially.
Oh yeah, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time around.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Oh yeah. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I just have a quick thing. I mean, I originally just came on here to ask what is your whole opinion? Let me just lighten it up. What is your whole opinion on the Wild Randy thing? What is your whole opinion on um, the new freeloader? Actually, the new freeloader. Have you seen the new freeloader that has came to the house today?
Yeah, I saw when she came in, but then I had to go to the gym, and since you know that was like right after she came in, I watched her for like 3 minutes, and then I was like, oh fuck, I'm late. So I really don't have much of an opinion on her right now. Um, yeah, but
Mhm.
I'm curious to see what happens with her. I'm curious to see what dysfunctions she may have, because I don't think it's just that oh she's on the older side. I think I have a feeling there's probably something else with her that I haven't seen yet or that she hasn't shown people yet. So I'm interested to see where that goes.
I'm sure there's something up her sleeve that production knows that the wider audience doesn't,
Mm.
because there's always something like that with Fish Tank. And of course, I'm sad that, they're not going to bring you guys on, like the old crew, like Frank Hassel and Sensei Scott and stuff like that. But I'm excited that there's new things. I'm excited that there's new casts, new people that don't know what's going on, because it does honestly get stale when that formula reaches its logical conclusion and there's just nothing new under the sun. Basically, it's funny seeing people sort of freak out when they realize they're not on Hulu and stuff like that.
Yeah,
um,
yeah, you got to try a bunch of new things and see, what works and what doesn't, and then even from there, keep trying a bunch of new things. That's how you keep it. That's how you keep it fresh. I do think
yeah,
Frank
you don't want to.
Castle is going to make an appearance. Geez, an appearance though, because I'm pretty sure they mentioned something about that yesterday. So that's going to be really cool to see him in the tank.
Did they actually say that he's coming in, or
Yeah, they
or
did a
no?
they did a global announcement. I think they were upset that somebody was being coddled, quote unquote coddled, and they said that they would continue to coddle that person until Frank got here. So
Mm,
yeah, I mean we
I
still
believe I know who that is.
yeah we still have 2.5 weeks, so you never know what they're gonna pull out and when. So it's I'm excited to see what's in store for sure.
For sure. And hopefully on future seasons or mid seasons or something like that, we'll see you reemerge in the Fish Tank universe.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. They know all they got to do is give me a call. I'm a short car ride away, so you never know when you're gonna see me. They might just make a decision at any point, even potentially during season 3. Not saying it's going to happen, but you never know when I'm gonna pop out.
Well, we look forward to it. We really do. I've been a big fan of you for a little bit, and I appreciate you having me on, man. I'm gonna slip out here. I got some other work I have to do, but I appreciate you taking my call, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. Catch you later.
All right, bud. Take it easy.
All right. Yeah, that's an important part of maturing as a man and as a person in general. But like, good luck trying to tell women that they were raised in improper way. Good luck with that. It's not gonna work. Believe me, I tried. I tried. The girl that I was dating for I want to say 5 years. This girl who I thought I was gonna get married to, um, she had like it was just crazy constantly having to deal with her and her friends and stuff like that, and it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. You don't want to deal with people who they always have the boys, dude. The boys, man. Oh, dude, but dude, I can't do this thing. I gotta get to the bar and see the boys, dude. What a date, but like I gotta go see the boys. Like it's a childish thing. It's is really what it is. Being dependent in some way, shape, or form on men that are not like family or some other thing like that. Same thing with women. But again, like good luck convincing a woman of that. But anyway, we have somebody else in the waiting room. What's going on?
Hi, how are you?
Wait, is that a girl?
It's me.
No girls allowed. No, I'm kidding. What's going on?
Hi.
How have you been?
Good. How have you been?
Doing all right. Doing all right. For those of you that don't know, this is Miffy. She was on the Turkey Tom dating show.
Hello. I'm sure they missed me.
I'm sure they did. How's
Yeah,
that?
I'm sure they did.
So did you have something you wanted to speak about, or did you just want to be around an alpha male for a little while?
I think it's time for you to be around an alpha female for a while.
Oh well, all right. Go get one then.
What the fuck? I'm gonna go fuck myself then.
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
You can't do that on YouTube.
Sorry, no, not someone. Just not what I meant. God. Jesus Christ, Scott.
Oh man.
Anyway, what do you think about season 3? What's your opinion on it so far? I would love to know.
I like it. I haven't been able to keep up with it as much as season 2 and season 1, but I do get to watch it for at least a little bit every day.
Mhm.
And I think it has the potential to be the best season. I won't say that it is the best season, but it has the potential to be the best season. And I think what it's going to come down to is these last 3 weeks. What a lot of people don't realize is there's a lot of parallels between season 2 and season 3, and you know,
Mhm.
I truly believe that a lot of people just made the decision to hate season 2 for reasons that, whether it was a good reason or a bad reason, they just made the decision and they are not going to be swayed, right? But um, I think that season 3, the way it's gone so far and the way it could continue to go, it could be the best.
Yeah, I agree. I
Hmm.
agree. I hope it'll. I don't know if it'll be maybe as good as season 2 because like there's a lot of people that we don't really know, but I could always be wrong. That some people said the same thing about season 2, and then look where season 2 is now. It's like very popular. So, but yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Do you have anyone you like so far? Like any of your favorites?
No, honestly, and I think that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing because that's what they were going for, was people who you're like, yo, I want to see this person get messed with. If I had to pick, I would say either Alex or Symbol. Symbol because he plays a really good bad guy, and that's because I think really is probably just a bad guy, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and then Alex just because it's like, I don't know. It's fun to just watch him go. You know, he's like a wind up toy.
Mhm.
You just wind him up and you just watch him go. I know a fan favorite is Bert. I'm not a big
I
fan of
don't
Bert.
like him.
Yeah,
Yeah, me
yeah,
neither.
yeah.
He kind of gives me a weird vibe. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Mm,
It's like icky. I don't know how to put
yeah.
it.
Nah,
But yeah.
nah. Go ahead, go ahead.
No, sorry. I was gonna say my favorite's Mizzy because she has like basically the same name as me, just different letters, and she likes Red Bull. That's
Oh
really
yeah,
pretty much it. That's so vague,
those are
but
those sound like
yeah.
some pretty good reasons. What was I gonna
Valid.
say? Yeah, like Mizzy is someone who I feel bad for her, but also I'm not gonna feel bad when she gets messed with. Like, she's the kind of
Yeah, I
person.
agree.
Yeah, her life sucks, and she just doesn't have the computing power to figure out why. So it's like that's
Yeah.
why I feel bad. It's like watching a dog not understand why pissing on an electric fence hurts so much. You know, kind of like that. Um, but like, again,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like I'm not gonna be upset when she starts getting fucked with, like, for real, you know.
Yeah. Are
Mm.
you're not gonna be in the season, right?
No plans right now. You know, you never know.
Okay.
You never know if I might show up or if I won't. It really depends, because that's kind of the way they all operate. And other people have alluded to this too. Is like they'll hit you up and be like, "Yo, you want to come on the show?" And you'll be like,
Mhm.
"Yeah," and they'll be like, "Okay, we can get you a flight tomorrow." And it's like they're talking to someone who lives in California, and it's like, "Oh, shit, okay." Like, thought I was gonna
Yeah.
have, like, that's just the way they function. So, as of right now, nah, no plans to be on the show. But also, like I said, I'm a short car ride away. So if if they hit me up, I could be down there today if it came down to it. But
Yeah.
yeah,
You don't live in Rhode Island, right?
no, I live in Massachusetts.
Okay. That's close. Okay. I was just wondering. All right. Sorry to bother you. I was just so bored. I wanted to talk to you for a bit, but I'll see you later.
I'll catch you later, Miffy. Peace out.
Bye. See you. Bye.
All right, there we go. We did it. We did it, boys. We talked to a girl. Ew. 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 Nah, Miffy's cool though. Miffy's cool. This is gonna be a short stream today. I'm gonna give it a minute or two, and if nobody else jumps in the waiting room, I'll go ahead and I'll play some AOE or something like that, and then I'll call it quits because the way things are working out for me tonight, it just has to be a short stream tonight. I'm beat up. I'm all beat up. And then on top of that, I got some stuff I got to do after this, so I'm just like, oh man, I'm happy I'm running again. It's so good, but it's just I'm beat up because of it. I think it's literally because I'm running with all this excess weight. I shit you not. Like I'm gonna pull the person who just jumped in the waiting room in a second. Don't you worry. I can't jump rope the way that I used to, and I think it's because I have so much excess weight on me that it messes with my legs. Like if I jump rope, I can't jump rope again 2 or 3 days later. Even it's kind of ridiculous. But hello, hello.
Oh, stepped away to grab my phone. Hello?
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's happening? What's happening, Scott?
Chilling. What about you?
Just, getting home from work. And
Nice.
yeah, I saw that you were streaming and there was a call open, so yeah. Hopped on in.
Hell yeah, man. You have anything you wanted to talk about?
I guess nothing really much. Well, actually, yeah. One thing I did want to chat about for a minute there was one of the last callers mentioned something about young men being young people in general being like arrestedly developed. And I wanted to talk more, I guess, a little bit about that and like how that even happened in the first place to so many people at more or less the same time.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, my guess would be it's a multitude of different things. For one thing, I think children's media really hit a crescendo in the 90s and 2000s. Like, if you look at media for kids before and you look at media for kids after, you don't get the absolute, like, unabated quality that you get with 90s and 2000s stuff. And that's not like boomer Scott, millennial boomer Scott talking. It's like literally like I remember when the shift happened where it was like you had media that was actually like pretty good to this is just like dumb like talking down to kids type stuff. So there's that. And I think that combined with the lack of opportunity today insofar as like the job market is like ridiculous, what people get paid is ridiculous, the housing market ridiculous. There's a lot of things that people before us had, even Gen X had it a lot better than we did. And because of that, a lot of millennials, they grew up and they don't have the ability to play in the same way, or they don't have the ability to run in the same race that Gen X, boomers, etc. had. And they probably just kind of were like, whatever, I guess I'll be a kid forever and ever and ever then, And then in addition to that, like a lot of propaganda formed around that, you know, i.e. like the clown, the minstrel, like the male minstrel, right? I remember growing up and you would see it on TV all the time, and then you would also see pick me guys doing it where they'd be like, dude, boobs? I love boobs. Ha ha ha. Oh, my girlfriend has boobs. Whoa, boobs. Whoa, whoa, dude, beer. Do you like beer? Dude, I love beer. Beer and boobs, dude. Whoa. Like almost like the way we talk about dude weed type guys. You had a masculinity version of that. You had a male version of that, a man version of that. Like I think it's a million different things, but those are some of the big ones that I've noticed is like I think there's a lot of people who like are just like, yo, my life sucks right now. You know when it didn't suck? Back when I was eating Gushers, watching Hey Arnold, you know? So I'm gonna try and be that, and that's where you get these weird like media YouTuber guys, you know, dudes that review cartoons. They're in their 30s, shit like that.
Right. Yeah.
You know, among other things, and then again, you also have this like weird minstrelization of being a man where it's like, yeah, I go to the football game and I drink beer and I like hot wings and I like women. Haha. I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah. Like I think those are the big ones, you know.
Right. Would you describe that as more of a nerd mentality? You think that would be an apt description for these gentlemen?
In some cases, yeah. Like when we think of nerds, we tend to think of like a specific kind of person, but I guess you could expand that to fit a bunch of different kinds of people, including the dude bro wearing a Celtics jersey, backwards hat,
Sure.
like
Yeah.
beer drinker guy. Like I think those guys are just another flavor of nerd where it's like, yeah, maybe they were a little bit better with girls in high school, and maybe they played a little bit of ball, but like they weren't anything special, and because of that, now all they do is just they go to work and then they come home and it's dude, hang out with the bros, beer, I'm 33, you know, that kind of thing.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, I think it's just nerds.
Nerds, yeah, very much. Would you what would you say to somebody like that to try to shake them out of it, to try to get them out of that mental mindset as much as you could, right? Like for the most part, it's most likely not possible. But if you had the opportunity and the motive to do so, how would you do it?
Mm. That is a tough one because it's like you said, you know, chances are it wouldn't happen. And it's not just that it wouldn't happen because like it's not like it's just a belief that somebody has, right?
Hmm.
It's
There's
stuff,
genetics and
yeah,
phenotypes and whatever.
and even beyond that, it feels good, you know. And
Yeah.
a lot of people, if something feels good, they don't want to do it, or they don't want to stop doing it. Excuse me.
Mm.
So you're trying to argue with the fact that somebody doesn't do things that are healthy for themselves, but like it's not like you can even talk to them and be like, dude, you're gonna get fat. It's like if you say that to someone, they're
Yeah.
gonna be like, oh yeah, so I don't care, I like
Yeah.
beer. Um, s- I mean, that's the thing is like I don't think it would get them out of it, but I'd probably just scoff at them. I'd probably be like, "Yo, you're 32 and you still got to go hang out with the boys. Like, what else are you doing with your life, dude? What else do you have?" You know, and they'll lie about it. They'll be like, "Well, I mean, I have a wife," and it's like, "Oh, really? You must be a real good fucking husband, hanging out with the boys all the time."
You're right.
You know, you must be a real good dad. You get out of work and you have to talk to the boys. Um, you know, like that's the only way I could think to do it, and that's not even really a good way, I guess you could say. It's a
More by like shame, but shame like predominantly would be the method.
Yeah. But again, like I wouldn't try to get somebody out of that because of the fact that I don't have a good way to get them out of it. But like if you put a gun to my
Okay.
head and you said you had to do like if you put a gun to my head and you said you have to say something to that guy, I'd probably just be
Yeah.
like, "Yo, dude, you're kind of a fucking loser." Like I ain't saying you can't have fun. I ain't saying you can't drink some beers. No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying cut the fuck back and stop hanging out with your boys unless you're gonna get gay married to them. You know,
Okay.
you're gonna marry all of your boys. No, all right. Well, then you should probably focus on being around the person you're gonna build a real life with. You know.
Rock and roll. Yeah, no, I like that answer actually. Um, I did have one final question if you had time.
Yeah, of course.
Just a quick. What music are you listening to in the gym?
I mean, I listen to a bunch of stuff, but lately I've been listening to a lot of like reggae, like roots reggae. Not I mean, some of
Mm.
it is straight out of Jamaica, but like um it's more stuff that's like combined with like either electronic music or um what's it called? Rock, you know, like I like Revolution, I like Tribal Seeds.
Revolution.
Those are
Okay.
a couple of good ones. Rebel and then Lucian, like Revolution
Yeah.
basically.
Mm.
Um
No, they come to my town pretty often. Yeah.
oh yeah. They're like hippie, they're like hippie leftists, but they make really good music. So
Very wook.
I try
Yeah.
to ignore their bullshit. But other than that, I listen to a lot of Latin shit like reggaeton and
Yeah.
Brazilian funk and stuff like that.
Mm,
Which that's not everyone's cup of tea. Obviously, I wouldn't listen to it if my wife didn't introduce me to it. But you know,
sure.
it is pretty good, and some of it can pump you up pretty well.
Rock and roll. Well, yeah, thanks for having me on. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem, man. I'll do this
All
again
right,
in the
man.
future.
Hell yeah. Sounds great, brother.
Cool. Peace out.
All right, take it easy.
All right. There we go. So, nobody else jumped in the waiting room. I think I'll go ahead. I'll close down the call-ins. When I say close down the call-ins, I literally mean I'm just not going to do any more call-ins. And then I think we will go ahead. We'll play one game of whatever it's called, AOE. All right. And then I'm going to get out of here. Like I said, it was going to be a shorter stream in the first place. I'm also going to grab a little bit of water because I am parched. I am parched. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Talking about Steven Universe. Yeah, I never bothered with Steven Universe. You see, there were some cartoons that I didn't bother with that I really should have given a chance. Like Regular Show, I watched it every now and again, but I didn't really get into it like that. It is a good show though. Uh, there may have been like one or two more cartoons that were actually kind of good. They were pretty decent that I didn't bother with, but you know, so like but yeah, there was just a shift all of a sudden in like 2007, 2008, and all of a sudden everything that was created by these by these networks, everything that you saw on TV for kids, you know, in 2007, 2008, I was getting a little bit old to be watching kids TV, but you know, you can still appreciate the classics. But everything you saw on there was like everything you saw on there was like, burp, oh, burp, fart, I'm gonna blow a giant bubble with bubble gum and it's gonna pop and it's gonna get all over my face, I'm gonna drool, like, literal, like, gross out, immature humor where, like, you had a lot of cartoons and stuff like that back in the day that actually respected the viewers, you know. Like Hey Arnold is my favorite cartoon, and it was a cartoon that really respected the people who were watching it, which it's going to be mostly kids, obviously. To the point where you can watch it now, and even though sometimes you're like, oh, this is, you know, this is weird, this is weird, this is fucking weird, dude. You still like you don't feel like a fool watching it, you know. Like, hey Arnold, hey Arnold, hey Arnold partially made me into the guy that I am today. Because the entirety of the cartoon is just him doing shit. Not making excuses, not saying, yeah, I would if I could. I would if I could. Just doing shit. Just being like, all right, let's fucking go out and do it. Hey, I have an idea. Immediately start getting on it, right? And because of that attitude, I've been able to take part in so many really cool things, you know? And not just Fish Tank. There's a lot of stuff. I've lived a lot of life, believe it or not. For a 30-year-old, there's a lot of things that most people are not involved in that I've been involved in. You know, I'm truly the Forrest Gump of our time. I'm truly the Forrest Gump of our time. No, but jokes aside, like there's a lot of really cool things that I've been involved in just because I'm like, I have an idea. Let's go ahead and do it. Instead of being like, I have an idea, but like, nah. And that's what a lot of people do is they're like, I have an idea, but no, never mind. No. I'm gonna go random. See here. I want to see where I'm hovering. You see, I'm trying to get to the point where I have a 50% win rate, you know, and I'm almost there, but every time I pick one up, I always drop one. Excuse me. Frozen Joe says, you doing this again at some point? I was going to call in, but I was busy. Oh, yeah, I'll do it again at some point. This wasn't that bad. I'll do it again at some point. Mr. Joe. Mr. Joe. We all want to know. But yeah, no, I never watched Steven Universe. The type of guys who are like, OMG, football and boobs and beer, wow, are the type of guys to buy Funko Pop shit. Oh yeah, 100%, you know? It's just instead of the Funko Pops being of Captain America and Iron Man and shit like that, the Funko Pops will end up being like Ty Law, Troy Brown, you know, that type of shit. Those are two guys from the Patriots, from the Pats, baby, Pats Nation, baby. Oh man, I'm waiting. Apparently I'm the Cumans. I was shit posting in Justa Minx's fucking comment section. She was talking shit about Elon Musk, and I had to defend him. I had to defend Daddy Elon. I had to defend Daddy Elon. And she actually responded to the not even the one that I sent to her. It was just me like shitting up the place because someone was like, you know, they were doing that typical they were doing that typical socialist, like, hey man, like, the rich, you know, they were doing that kind of talk, so I just figured I'd fuck around a little bit, and I was like, oh, what the fuck, she actually answered? Huh. That must mean she wants the dick. She wants the dick. That's what it is. would have been cool to see her. Yeah, I was gonna say, would have been cool to see her on Fish Tank.
Emrin? Usta.
Hazır.
Oh, wait.
Evet.
1,
Seis,
2,
seis,
3.
seis.
Then get ready to send these
Evet.
bad mamma jammas over there. I'm pretty sure the Cumans have okay cavalry. I could be wrong about that though. She'd do too good. It wouldn't be fair. I mean, she'd be a freeloader though. She'd be a freeloader. She wouldn't be a contestant. You know, especially not for a season like this where it's supposed to be people who don't know about it. You know, but she's also held hostage by her viewers. You know, she's in a spot where, at least to my knowledge, she doesn't have another job. She just streams. That's her thing, and you know, she's probably in it a little bit too deep for her to be like, oh no, I can take a risk like that. I can take a risk and go on a show where my audience may not love the show. You know, and I know Joke think that's why she didn't come on season 2, because she seemed like totally down for it multiple times when we asked her, and she would do that thing where
Evet.
you know, she would do that thing where someone's like, yeah, totally, I'm definitely down to do this, and then when you're like, okay, we'll buy you the plane ticket, are you good for this day to that day? When they do that, they're like, oh, and you know what else I need?
Avcı.
You know,
Evet.
oh, we've come to a conclusion, we've come to an agreement, so yeah, we can go forward with this. Oh, but you know what else I need? Like that kind of thing, you know. It was like if there was never a talk about money that I saw. I'm just using this as an example. I'm not saying that she denied it because of
Hazır.
anything monetary or anything like that, but it would be like we'd be like, oh yeah,
Seis.
we'll give you $1,000 to show up. And she'd be like, okay, sure. And we'd be like, all right, cool, let's go ahead and get that plane ticket. And then she'd be like, oh, but I'm actually gonna need 1,500. And we'd be like, all right, hey, done, that's fine by us, we'll go ahead, we'll get you that plane ticket. And then she'd be like, well, actually I need $2,000. She'd keep doing that, and eventually it just came to a point where it was like, whatever, she's bullshitting, you know, she's pulling our dicks, you know. And it just didn't work out. And then I went on her stream, and she kind of ambushed me, you know. She seemed real cool in the DM and shit like that, and then she brings me on her stream just to ambush me. And like, don't get me wrong, I didn't do bad, but also I was definitely a little stiff. I was a little bit like, oh, what the hell's going on here? I was a little bit guarded when I should have just absolutely went at her throat, because that's kind of like stupid, you know. I'm trying to be your pal here. I'm trying to help you to have an opportunity.
Yaparım.
Because Fish Tank would have been a good opportunity for her. What's she up to now?
Tamam.
What like
Evet.
coming from a guy with 264 viewers across 3 platforms, right? That's not like obviously I'm not saying I'm better than her, but also like,
Evet. Avcı.
what kind of heat does she have around her right now? Dude, what the
Hazır,
fuck?
avcı.
Why is this thing running away from us?
Tamam.
There we go. Okay.
Avcı.
Anyway,
Evet.
what kind of heat does she have around her right now? You know, nothing. Like, if she went on Fish Tank, that would have been a good opportunity for her, but she was too afraid of pissing off her fucking fans, who basically hold her hostage from the sound of it.
Avcı.
Back when that saga was going on, I had people who were like Justamix fans that were also Fish Tank fans, and people that liked me inboxing me saying like, oh, dude, like, her fans are saying this and they're doing that, and blah blah blah, you know. I feel like she didn't realize how much she could get and was just trying to get as much as possible. She might be trying to stay closer to the sort of left-wing streamer community. They already kicked her out, you know. She ain't getting back into that little group. It ain't happening, you know. It's just not gonna happen. She might as well just go ahead and be the edgy girl that we all know she wants to be.
Hazır.
You know,
Usta.
she might as well, and I'm not saying she's got to be running around saying the N-word. No, like, obviously not. But she might as well just be how she probably really is in real life. Like the Scott that you see on here is basically the Scott that you see in real life, for the most part. I'm not playing a character. I'm not. I'm trying to. Yeah. All right, we're good. We're good. Anyway, the Scott that you see here is basically the Scott that you will see in real life. I'm not playing a character. I'm not, trying to be more or less of myself in order to try and get some kind of clout or some kind of internet points or whatever. That's not me, right? And I'm not saying that I'm. What a fucking asshole. Who? What? What's going on? Oh. All right, man. Anyway, she's someone who, if she was just herself, I guarantee you she would do a lot better, because she would end up in a situation where there's people to replace the people that left, the people who watch Fish Tank would have easily been able to replace the people who knew her from her, like, big popular streamer days, and it wouldn't have mattered that she wasn't that she was on a show with Sam Hyde, it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah. I'm fucking up in the game right now. I'm like, I know I'm playing all haphazard right now, and that's not good. This fucking dummy. Oh no, he's playing as the Cumans. I'm the Persians. No, I'm the Turks, is what I am. Silly me. Silly me. Ah, son of a bitch, dude. Anyway, bottom line with Justaminx, it sucks that she didn't come on. I'm sure if she hit up Jet and Sam, because there is still a DM open, right? There was a group chat with me, her, fucking Sam, Jet, and a couple other people in there. I'm sure they would have her on. Like, why not? It'd be fun to have her on. But I just don't think that's gonna happen, because I think she doesn't have the guts to be she doesn't have the guts to go against what her fans, what her cult, what the cult that she is simultaneously the leader as well as the follower of, I guess you could say. She gets treated like a low-ranking member. They probably just she doesn't have the guts to go against them, is what I'm trying to say. I'm having a hard time because I'm like trying to fucking play this and explain, the poop witch, oh boy. She needs to push the crazy girl character a little bit further, then sort of settle down in a similar fashion to Chad Robertson, who is now a host of Cold Ones. Oh, you mean anything for views? Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, if she could get a fan base like they have, then yeah, she'd be in real good shape to do something like that, But I don't know, she's gonna do her. She's gonna do her. I'm gonna do me. I'm almost made a joke that it's not that I would have regretted. It's just that I would have been like, oh, that was a dumb joke to make. Silly me. Like I said, I'm trying to play and talk at the same time, and because of that, I'm playing like a fool. Let's bring this over here. But yeah, I don't know what she's up to. I remember seeing something on Twitter about her, moving to Ireland or something like that. She went back to Ireland. Good riddance. Good riddance. But yeah, it would have been nice. It would have been nice. Would have been nice to have somebody to learn Irish from in person, and not just go through the internet and get 500 different sources. know, duh. I have it all fucked up. I'm just gonna go ahead and drop these right here. Just get it out of the way. All right. Yep, we're good. Castle Age. Oh fuck, dude, I'm playing like an absolute mong right now, dude. I'm playing like an absolute mong. Is it me or is the stream a bit quiet? The game is quiet because I don't want to have to yell over the game music and stuff like that. But if I'm quiet, then that's obviously a problem. I'd have to turn that shit up, you know. Testing. Oh yeah, it does seem to be a little bit quiet. I'll go ahead and I'll turn it up just a bit. Hopefully that's at least a little bit better. It should be a little bit better. You know, so yeah. I think that's better. I think that's better. I'm playing like an idiot, but given that I'm the Turks, it shouldn't be too hard to come back from playing like an idiot. Then there's this guy who thinks he's gonna fucking be cute. Fucking asshole. Come on, baby. Oh, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? I think your voice is. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I tried to turn it up. Oh, he's building outposts. He's building outposts. I'll go ahead and I'll slap one down right here. Try and protect that gold a little bit. All right, and then we'll go here. You know, there is a certain, and she probably doesn't feel the same way as I do, but there is a certain affinity that I have for someone like Minx because, you know, because of my love for Irish culture. And I did view her as someone who we could become friends, and it would be somebody I could go to further understand that culture. Because me, I'm an American, right? I'm of Irish extraction, but I am an American, right? I wouldn't call myself Irish. That'd be weird, right? What an asshole! What a fucking asshole, dude. You see what I'm talking about right here? You see what I'm talking about? He thinks he's real fucking cute with that shit, doesn't he? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hit as many Janissaries as I can right out the gate. And also, you know what I'll do? Gonna plant this bad Larry right here. You know, so like I did try to treat her as good as I possibly could. What an asshole. This dude really trying that hard to fucking... Anyway, you know, and plus, I don't like shabby treatment. I don't like being treated like shit, so... There was a certain way she spoke to me that I was like, oh, wow, well, fuck you then. But, you know, I would love to see her on Fish Tank overall, you know, and I would hope that, maybe someday it could happen, even though I don't actually believe it will. You know, I think it would probably, you know, it probably wouldn't go down the way that I would want it to. I need to get as many of these as I can so that I can just blast that fucking thing, you know? Luckily, I'm still pretty safe, all things considered. It sucks because these battering rams right now are not very good. They are not very good. I need to get up to the next age, which is going to take me a second because I need to get enough gold and enough whatever it's called, meat, you know. Me and my Irish mates sit and play this game sometimes. They introduced me to it. I'm from Scotland. One of them streams it too. That's pretty sick, man. You should drop the stream. Understandable. I also have a thing for redheads. Is Minx a redhead? She just dyes her hair fucking constantly. Is that what it is with her? Oh, wait a second. Did I? Oh, fuck. Alright, let's give it a shot. Hopefully it's gonna work. Then again, maybe I should give that a try. Because if he does try to attack me with that shit, I'll blast him with these guys. Oh yeah, I also just realized too. Oh dude, hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Nah. Fuck, he's an Imperial Age, though. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. It ain't working out. I played like too much of an idiot, and this guy is an asshole who likes to castle drop, so, you know. Just didn't work out. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to come back. Then again, I'm not that far behind, but it's just the fact that he's an Imperial Age right now, and I am not even close to being able to get there. In fact, you know what I should probably do? Alright. Alright. We're going to Imperial Age. Oh, jeez. I shit you not, I'm actually working on a video where I talk about why that shit pisses me off so much. And it's gonna be the dumbest video. It's gonna be the dumbest video that I have ever made, but I want to talk about it because it means a lot to me, damn it. It means a lot to me. No, but honestly, it's because there is a societal piece to it. Oh, excuse me.
Usta. Usta madenci.
I'm just gonna exhaust these guys. You know, you never know what you might find out there that you can blast. Ah. Oh. No, you know what, in that case, alright, cool. That's one of the beautiful things about it, I will say. Playing as the Turks, you get automatic bombards. You ain't gotta worry about it. Yeah. But, oh, damn.
Efendim.
Fuck, dude. I don't have nearly enough wood. Again, I'm playing like an idiot right now, so, you know, I don't have nearly as many of these as I'm supposed to. and then I don't have enough wood to put them up. Wait a second. Here we go. Hoping and praying I can do enough damage here. I probably won't be able to, but it's... Oh, yeah, no, we're fucked. We're fucked. Ah, well. I knew those guys were gonna have to be sacrificed. Yeah, nah, it ain't gonna happen. My eco's too fucked.
Hazır usta. Evet. Usta. 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 Usta.
Yeah, my ego's too fucked, and you can see how far ahead he is right now. Yeah, I might be able to plant a... I might be able to be an asshole to him and plant a fucking castle in his spot. But I ain't even really 100% worried about it. I need something that doesn't cost gold. But I don't even have the wood for it. Yeah, it just didn't work. It just ain't working out. Oh, well. Yeah, it ain't happening. We ain't taking this one. I got distracted and I started talking about shit that I shouldn't have bothered with. That'll be alright though. Fuck it. Oh, damn. Yeah, Frozen Joe, if you hit me up on Twitter, I will you know, I'll send you the link.
Evet.
Ah, fuck, dude.
Emrin.
Yeah, we're about to be fucked. We're about to be fucked.
Usta. Madenci.
Mm. Oh, fuck. I don't even have good spearmen. Shit. I can't get halberders or anything.
Efendim. Hazır.
Should have locked in a while ago. All right. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, that's one I should go for. Yeah, he's 2,000 ahead. He's 2,000 ahead of me. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. He's probably gonna come from this angle as well, you know. He's been trying to be cutesy going this way.
Usta. Usta.
I'll see what I can do with this. Oh, I won the fucking relic battle, but it ain't gonna matter that much.
Emrin?
Hmm.
Efendim?
Assume I get okay cab. I'm gonna go ahead. Slap a couple of those down just in case I need some junk units real quick. He really just does not give a shit about those, does he? Oh! Ah, what an asshole. He can't fight unless he's got his fucking castle with him, you know. All right. Legit, like I'm out in the open. He can't even be like, "Oh, but your castle." Like he could have rushed those dudes. I don't have anything that's like specifically good for cavalry. Oh, perfect. Still, I'm not creating enough of them either. I'm not creating enough of them, but I at least have something where I can see what I'm talking about? Dudes don't want to fight.
Evet.
Yeah. Oh shit. I might actually not do oh, never mind. These guys right here, so yeah. That's not good. Damn. Yeah. It's like I said, I knew I wasn't gonna win this one. It's just annoying when people still play like bitches even when they have the upper hand. It's like, just fucking fight, dude. You know, now all of a sudden he's gonna fight because I'm attacking him, not because it's actually like not because he's got balls. And you see there, even now he's like, oh no, let's run away. We did just enough damage. Let's run away.
Hazır.
Yeah. There's no point now. Alright, I'll call it there. Oh yeah, you guys may notice I got a chat suspension, you know. Again, it's that classic thing where someone can talk shit and then when you're like, go fuck yourself, they're like, oh, I'm gonna suspend you, I'm gonna report you, you know. Fuck him. Anyway, I need a new game to play is really what it is. Oh, man. I need a new game to play because video games are supposed to be relaxing, but AoE isn't relaxing to me in the way that it used to be. And I'm not that into AOM as to where I want to play on my own, you know? But there's just no good games out today. There's like no games that are compelling to me like that. You know, they all just kind of suck, you know? And I don't want like a time waster game, like a Fall Guys kind of game. You know, like every few years there's a game that comes out that's like a Fall Guys type of game where it's like it's just shallow, and I don't you know, I want something that's a little bit more intensive. But anyway, with that said, oh, excuse me. With that said, I'm going to get out of here. All right. Thank you so much everybody for tuning in. All right. I will see you guys Friday. I don't have anything crazy. Oh, wait, no, I do have something crazy planned for Friday. It's going to be the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight. So you should definitely tune in for that. I will be doing a fight companion stream, so I'm going to be reacting to the fight. And then Saturday, potentially, I will do John Jones versus Stipe Miocic. So, yeah. We'll catch you guys later. Peace out.